Doctor and the Balladeer.
Enough gawking.
Whoa!
Come on, follow me.
What? What is? Tainari!
Okay.
Tainari, where did you come from?
Are you okay, Nahida?
Wait, what?
Wait, no. Something feels different.
Oh.
You're back.
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Oh, hello, Tainari. It's me.
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
Wait, so Catherine did die. She got destroyed.
After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
Thank you, Tainari. You're a true goat.
Yay.
This time she didn't just
You're
transfer her
VIP.
mind into my body. Our minds swapped places.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
Yup.
Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore."
Already? Oh no.
Bruh.
But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surazthana for good this time.
No, poor Nahida.
Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
It's in a code that only we know. We can't let the doctor figure out what we're up to.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from that alchemical divination at the Sabzeruz festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
The moon refers to Nahida herself.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert?
Oh, we're going to the desert?
But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
We'll be fine, Paimon. It's okay.
Paimon,
Yeah, probably.
you said Sanctuary of Surazthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who is occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Yes.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the
Wow.
Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Yay, thanks, Tainari.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
I think I know what the project is
Oh.
about.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
The academia is turning the Balladeer into a god.
What?
Do you have any evidence?
Hypatia also showed us the so-called divine consciousness. You describe what you saw when you exchanged consciousness with Nahida.
Awesome.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
It's because Scaramouche has the gnosis.
Yeah.
And now he's
Tainari,
becoming the
Did
new
you
god.
leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Party's DI and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village.
Jeez.
Now that you mention it,
Yikes.
I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
Good on you, Tainari. The Fatui is also behind some of this.
The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time.
Oh, we have 2 now. 2 Fatui Harbingers.
From your description, I don't think they've completed their project.
Twice the
There may still be room
challenge.
for us to intervene.
Exactly.
But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irmin's soul?
Who knows?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Let's head to the desert for now. I agree to that
Right.
statement.
We've pretty much
Yeah.
gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now.
No.
I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia.
Oh, okay.
If you're planning to go into
Okay.
the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thank you, Tainari.
Thanks, Tainari.
Much appreciated.
Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
Okay. Whoa. Now we're going to the desert. Hey, the desert. The desert. Okay, desert. Where is it?
Desert,
It's over
desert,
here.
desert. It's time to go into the sand. That doesn't look like a desert.
I guess
Useless.
we have to like ease into the desert. Maybe. Perhaps.
Alright.
Possibly. I have no idea. Caravan Rabats, is that how you pronounce it?
It's time to go into a caravan.
I need a waypoint over here, but you know what? It's okay. We don't have to go over here. I'm here. Me, myself, and I.
Hello, my
Finally
kind
made
people.
it to Caravan Reebok. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Truly awe-inspiring.
Enough gawking.
Whoa!
Come on, follow me.
Oh!
Where did you come from? I'll hate them.
Over here.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, stop running so fast.
That way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
You better not be up to something suspicious, Alhaitham. I need that waypoint first, Alhaitham, and I'll be right back.
It's a rare opportunity. Let's go check it out.
Where are we going?
What the? Where did he go?
Oh, was he being chased?
How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
Oh, everyone's just on our tail
again.
now.
You were
Ew.
too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thanks, Alhaitham.
There's no need to
I
thank me.
appreciate your kind
I've
words.
never cared to keep track of personal favors.
I know.
All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Academia.
Of course.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia?
Oh, but Tatori.
Wait, don't tell Paimon
Oh.
that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh,
Oh, she's
so
so
you've
scared.
already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it.
Wow.
However,
Thanks,
And I
Alhaitham.
wish to turn you over to the
This
academia.
next Nahida.
Don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
Did you participate in the Sage's big project?
I have no interest in
didn't.
running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the Sages can offer.
Thank you. So you were actually looking for me?
Not quite.
Yes, you were. No, I'm just
To
kidding.
tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately,
Don't turn your
I've run
back
into
on
some
me.
I
difficulties.
know. You're so rude, Alhaitham. What happened? I thought we actually had
Thanks,
a friendship.
Alhaitham.
Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be.
Okay.
Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Okay, you're way too analytical there.
Get away from me.
It must be because I was so shocked to hear those words again. World, forget me.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
I know. The situation is a little complicated. I can't share what I know just yet.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest.
Indeed.
But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
Of course, you're heading to the
That's
to the
right.
desert too.
We have the same plan as you, but we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Sounds good.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
We're going with Alhaitham? We're traveling with him?
Epic.
We're in the desert now. We're in the desert. We're in the desert.
Yay.
Oh, okay, this is very different. Oh my gosh, look! What is that? Oh my gosh, okay, it's aggressive. Oh my gosh. There's a statue though.
It's
On a
okay.
viewpoint. Let me just get this viewpoint real quick. Refugee shelters added to the archive. Epic.
Also.
Can I get the statue too?
Yeah.
No, wait. I don't want to trigger the quest yet. There we go. The world opens up before those with noble hearts. Whoa. Whoa, that revealed a lot. Thanks.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
Agreed.
No thanks.
Oh. Another cutscene?
Those are both two different answers.
Is this a cutscene or am I just...
It's a cutscene.
It's a cutscene. Oh yeah, it's a cutscene. Oh, look at this. It's Aru Village.
Cool.
What?
Oh, whoa.
What? What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
is that Sino?
Whoa, whoa. Bro.
Sino. Oh my gosh, dude, chill.
Oh. Chill. Whoa. Okay.
You guys cannot be fighting like this. Oh gosh.
Guys. There's children watching.
What? Oh, jeez, what an epic fight. Why are you being so aggressive?
Sino.
Sino?
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Al-Haytham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Oh my gosh.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Haytham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
Oh jeez.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Oh my gosh. I don't trust him as much as you seem to think, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stand by and do nothing.
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Oh,
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
no. He kept it for himself, so you did lie to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance.
Oh,
Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious?
oh my gosh. These
If
guys
I
are too
was the
smart.
real target of your mission,
I know.
what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
They both went to school. No, I'm just kidding. Is it a mission from the sages? Of course it is. So I know.
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
They're so smart. Why?
You two? Ugh. What should we do, traveler?
Let's ditch them.
Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Let's just run away. I'm just kidding.
Ahem. Well,
Oh.
look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Dia, she's here.
Wait, Dia?
Dia, the only person we can actually trust.
Finally, someone that we can trust.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again.
I feel like those two are like brothers or something.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two
Or
giants
act like
from
it.
the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other.
Yeah, the big brains.
But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Dang. Neither of them can afford to be distracted by Dia.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
No, the wind. Why?
Oh, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna find an attack opportunity right
Hold
now.
on to Paimon.
Sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly!
Oh,
We have to take
Candace?
cover!
Candace.
Someone's calling for us. Oh, this wind is too strong. Let's get over there.
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
I feel like I'm in a family show. I don't know why.
Shut up. I feel like I'm at a family meeting.
Okay, there we go. Oh,
Come on,
look
guys,
at
I'm
that.
just trying to enjoy the ham.
Here we go again.
Another fight at the table.
Oh, look, he's not even gonna
Sino,
sit
come
down.
sit down.
Sino, come sit down. Don't be so moody.
We're having a family meeting. Look at your brother. He's perfectly fine.
His brothers, stop. They're like I swear they're like stepbrothers or something.
Sit down.
There's-
Your
so
mother's
awkward.
getting disappointed.
Stop. Shut up. Shut up.
Well, this is pretty
Exactly.
Of course.
Want to play sardines with 3 people who want to tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief.
Oh, look, it's
I will
the
have to
stepmom.
ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down.
Excuse me?
Hello,
Please,
ma'am.
let me
Please
introduce
sit
myself.
down. We're having a family
I
discussion.
am Candace, protector of Aru village.
Oh, she's the protector. That's why she was so
Okay.
assertive.
Our savior has come at last.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
You have my
You
gratitude.
have my gratitude.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
True.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring.
Alright, so she's the older sister. Alright, nice.
Unlike those
Okay.
guys over there.
Yeah,
Our
we
family's
we have
coming
the
along
stepbrothers,
perfectly.
Sino and Alhaitham, then we have the older sister, Candace, and then we have the mother, Dia.
And then there's
And
the
then there's,
cousin.
and then there's us.
Now that we're all better
A
acquainted,
longtime
should
family
return to
friends
the
with
topic
the
at
other
hand.
family.
Alright, what's the topic?
as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started.
Oh.
And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest.
Yes, guys, we can talk this out.
If anyone
Yeah.
dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia.
Oh, what?
Do I make myself clear?
All right.
I'm the
we
mother
got
of
it,
this group.
Candace.
Be quiet.
That's what I like to hear. So,
No,
Which
she's
of
the
you will
older
begin?
sister.
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Yeah.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Why?
What?
Exile yourself?
A little while ago,
Son, that's not
I
good.
discovered that there was data missing
Shut
in
up.
the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
Of course.
I tried to investigate the issue myself
Epic.
before submitting a formal audit request,
I don't think that's very epic.
but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating
I
evidence
misuse my
were
words.
carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of
That's
me
not
from the very
very epic.
beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
Jeez.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, They are meaningless to the academia of today.
So you then decided to exile yourself? Exile yourself.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Oh, wow.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us.
Nice.
We're all investigating the sages.
Let's just all work together, guys.
Plus, now that he's no longer
like a
the
happy
General
little family.
Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
It's still too early to trust him completely. I guess that is true.
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage.
Oh.
The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
He was spying on us.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
From the very beginning, Alhaitham was...
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the traveler.
Oh, how dare you.
Alhaitham?
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
You know they could be lying to you, right?
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all.
Oh.
Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward?
True.
So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages.
Ah, yes, that's good.
Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
What about your encounter with me?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Oh, wow.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Okay, hang on. You can't just throw me like that.
Hey.
Now that you mention it, things did go like that.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize if that's worth anything to you.
Sure.
I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied.
Oh, so he was watching our backs then, pretty much.
After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
Red frog? No, I'm just kidding.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Oh my gosh, I gotta fight again.
Fine.
Oh,
Although you
come
haven't
on.
completely proven
Kids,
your innocence,
eat your
I won't regard you as an
the
enemy
food.
for now.
Okay. Oh, okay. He won't regard him as an enemy. Okay, that's good.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
Yes. Now he's sitting down with us.
And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
What has Dia done wrong?
God, this really is a
sorry.
family.
I know.
Whatever the boys we're talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out.
This really is a family meeting. I'll hate them's the stepbrother for sure.
My situation is
Yeah.
pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the traveler and is
Yes.
currently recovering from her illness at home.
I trust Dia with my life at this point.
I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it.
Wow.
I missed you all so much, Candace.
This is so nice. What the heck?
I know.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home.
Hey, yo.
I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Oh, there's creatures, okay.
Creatures?
Oh.
In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Wow. After a while, the winds outside begin to calm.
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right?
Thank
Candace
goodness.
still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Yep. I guess that's true. Okay, okay, it's actually pretty good. Oh no! Not these things!
Oh no.
Anyway, I got exploration
It's a
knowledge.
rift hound.
Loose sand piles.
Ooh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
She's tough.
Yes,
It's her job.
they just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
What?
Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Not only is she really strong, her stamina is also something else.
Ah, here comes another wave!
Uh-oh. Okay, let's help her then.
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the flame mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Alright, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Propagate!
Dang, these things are always
out
such a
of here.
pain. I don't know.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Spring forth! Scatter!
Big battle.
Quake! Solidify! Propagate!
You'll have order.
I will have order.
Here comes another
Don't even
wave!
use it.
When are they ever gonna let up?
Didn't even say anything.
Disappear!
Alright, come on.
Worthless!
Okay,
Propagate!
come on. Please die. Please die. Please die.
Can't see.
Dang.
I can't see.
creatures
My
stopped
eyes are
appearing.
blinded.
Was that the last of them?
What we
Hopefully.
fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Okay, that's good.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Who is this?
It's me.
Who are you?
What?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my
Yeah, that looks
hands
just
full
like me.
taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village.
Oh, he's the chief.
Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sorry for all the trouble.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Besides sandstorms,
Yeah.
we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Oh, of course. Of course it's always the withering.
Ah, yes.
How are we gonna restore
Another
Irminsul?
effect of Irminsul's withering.
Jeez, even the sandstorms here, dang.
With
So,
elements.
Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Oh, you were right about the earthquake part.
Yeah.
At the very beginning.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad
Jeez.
scholars exiled here by the academia.
Mad scholar.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
So I know I also brought this up before. Hypatia was also nearly exiled to the desert.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
What if they just ran away? Oh wait, no.
No.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
I'm freaking out here though.
Mock me if you will.
Alright.
But if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
I'll help too.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound.
I don't like the punctuation error.
Agreed. I will take them somewhere
Is it really
safe.
a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
That's why this is a great opportunity to watch him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates.
See, I'm just
Let's
not
start by
strong.
finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Yeah.
Yay, Sino!
Yahoo!
Exchange information with Sino somewhere else. Okay.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before.
Oh.
Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down.
Oh, what?
Initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety.
Oh.
Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground.
What?
In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that,
Oh, that's good.
the
That's
people
really
of
good.
Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
Oh.
Soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, traveler?
It must have been Nahida's power. Only she could be capable of that.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha
Well, they want
system would no
privacy.
longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
Wow, Nahida's just watching over everyone, isn't she?
Yeah.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do.
Yes.
So, what do you make of the story?
Okay, so we just told okay. That mad scholar's power likely came from Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru?
Yes, surprisingly, she's very active.
The Academia has always
Yes.
placed far greater
She
importance
possesses
on the
people.
late Greater Lord Rukadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views.
Well, of course.
In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
Damn.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
We saved Sumeru City together in the not-so-distant past.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Oh,
We weren't lying.
we were not lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
Yes.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, we did. And it
We've
was...
met every single Archon,
yeah, we
so
met...
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
How can this be?
We traveled to every nation. She
Just
even... I
lucky.
think she even knew us before, like... Before we even went to Sumeru.
To think,
We're just built different.
our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Yeah, she has.
Alright, now it's
Yeah.
our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
You betcha. Let's do
But
it.
easier said than
Yeah.
done.
Damn.
Especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Why?
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me, are
Whoa.
you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Maybe?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
Aww.
Sino's just very aggressive, isn't he?
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Oh.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard
Grandpa
everything
is just
you said to
Grandpa.
the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I
Wait,
want to
what?
find my grandpa. I swear I'll help.
Wait,
I
okay.
won't be a nuisance.
We're gonna take a child with us?
Ah,
Awesome.
so you're the one who
Alright,
was
child.
eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Oh, Hazen wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
Please help him, Sino. Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Okay. You can do that.
Yikes. Okay.
Candace.
Woo!
Waypoint. Hang on, wait. I have to get this waypoint first.
She can wait.
She can wait a couple seconds. Oh, we're actually. Whoa. It looks cool in the dark like that. You guys, you approach the village chief's house. Sino asks Isak to wait nearby.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
He's probably just the best.
Ah, you're back already.
Hello, Candace.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back.
Wow, yeah, she knows everything.
Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very
How
young
are we
at the
supposed to
time.
find him?
So various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive.
Oh, in the village. Oh, so he has different families, I guess?
Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man.
Oh.
However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep.
Uh-huh.
The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives.
True.
It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Lucid Grandpa. It's probably Nahida. She must have soothed the other mad scholars as well.
Yeah.
From the look on Sino's face, he's probably connected the dots as well.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Yes. See, Nahida is just misjudged,
Better.
I guess. Yeah.
What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing.
Aw.
As long
Sino
as
cares.
Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Oh, we can take him with us. We're taking Isak with us.
Hopefully Nahida doesn't possess a kid. Wait, no, she can. Never mind.
Oh, it's you guys.
Hi, Isak.
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow, thank you so much.
Your grandpa will be found safe and sound.
Yeah.
All right. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Oh, we did it!
Oh, we did?
Deception.
Oh, nice.